Hey everyone, I'm Candace Gleast. I'm joined by Alex Thill and Valerie Myers, and today we are joining you for CBS 21 Next on somewhat of a somber note. We are here live at the Northern York Regional Police Department, where 3 officers were shot and killed Wednesday night. There were 2 officers who were injured. One was an officer here, and another was a sheriff's deputy lieutenant. So I want to show you a little bit about the memorial. Right now, the department is closed here, and outside front, people have laid balloons, flowers, cards, a little bit of everything just to show the community how much they have been impacted by the loss of these officers. The officers were serving a warrant Wednesday night when there was about 16 seconds of gunfire. 3 were shot and killed. So this is the Northern York County Regional Police Department here. Alex Thill actually spoke to someone who knows one of the deputies who was injured and is now hospitalized with his injury. So Alex, what did you learn today about this man's service and about his life?
Hi, Candace. Hi, everybody. So I spoke with a woman who knew Lieutenant David Godfrey. He is one of the critically injured. He was shot in this shooting on Wednesday, and he worked for the York County Sheriff's Department. He has been there for over 10 years, and during 10 years of his time there, you could see that picture of him with his canine that he handled, Dargo, and we actually spoke to him back in 2023 when Dargo was retiring. Him and Dargo, their bond was so unique and so special that somebody actually wrote a children's book based off of Dargo and about everything that canine units do. So this was us speaking with him back then. And today I talked with a woman who met Lieutenant Godfrey through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And she told me some really wonderful stories about Lieutenant Godfrey. She told me that there have been a couple events where she's asked him to come and bring Dargo in the past, and he showed up with not just one canine, but the entire canine unit. She said that, there's a couple Make-A-Wish kids she has been involved with who really love dogs, love canines, and he has made it a point to welcome them into the department, show them the dogs, meet with them. He also is the driving force behind the annual spaghetti dinner that the Sheriff's Department has every year to raise money for the canines. So he really is a great person based on everything that I heard from Sherry today. And you'll hear her words specifically when you tune into CBS 21 tonight at 5 and 6.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, just hearing from people who knew these officers and deputies. I spoke with some volunteer firefighters not too long ago who came up just to pay their respects. And they were like, we've been on calls with these guys, they're in the same township, in the same community. And so it really hits close to home for so many. I also talked to another sheriff deputy who was here paying his respects, having worked with those guys. So it's really impacting so many people. As you can see, the community showing up and laying flowers and balloons. And we actually just saw 2 police cars pull up behind me. I guess they went around the back, and then I don't know if you guys saw, but someone just went in the door right there. Since I've been here, which has been about 10 minutes, there has been like 6 people in that short amount of time, families, people with their kids, loved ones, all coming up just to read the messages here. And I know, Valerie, you spoke with a lot of people about how it's impacting the community. What did you learn today from speaking with folks?
Yes, Candace, I was able to speak with a resident who lives right across the street from the Northern York County Regional Police Substation in Heidelberg. He's lived there since the late 80s, and he told me this community has always been a tight-knit group and helped each other out through personal struggles and losses, but especially this week, they have found peace in coming together, finding unity, finding prayer with each other, and being able to stand together and remain York County strong through this just horrific tragedy that's shaken the entire community.
I know today we're focusing a lot about healing. The police department's supposed to open at 7 o'clock tonight, welcoming the officers back after the tragedy. Has anyone told you how they're healing, either of you, if there's anything that has helped them through this grieving process, or is that yet to come?
From what I've heard, Candace, there are 3 big ways that people are finding healing slowly but surely right now. That is prayer, that is unity. We've talked about unity a lot in the past weeks, just across the nation. That seems to be a huge factor in finding that peace through this tragedy. And the third is donations. We actually have the donation link that they approved on our website. So if you head to local21news.com, you can find that donation link. It's called it's called Help Our Heroes or something like that, help their legacy, and just to remember these officers through this tragic time.
Yeah,
And
certainly. I know that. Sorry, what were you going to say,
no,
Alex?
that's okay. I was just going to say one of the ways that Lieutenant Godfrey's friend, I spoke with her, I said, how are you doing during this whole horrific tragedy? And she said, you know, I myself and the people I spoke with who know Lieutenant Godfrey and knew some of the other officers, they're really not focused on themselves right now. They're trying to uplift the families. They're trying to pay attention to those who are still in the hospital receiving care right now. So they're just diverting all of their energy towards those officers who were hurt and praying for their speedy recovery.
Yeah, certainly. Well, thank you both for bringing that to us today. I know you guys have to go, so I'll let you guys go. I'm going to show people a little more about what's here, but we'll see you tonight on the news at 5 and 6, 5:30 and 6. So thank you both just for getting more information for us and speaking with folks. I want to show you guys too just some of the letters, prayers. Someone brought just like a little snake plant here that says, "God bless our police." It's really sunny out, so I'm trying to make sure that you can actually see what I'm showing you. American flags. There are 3 crosses with the names of the officers who passed: Baker, Immenheiser, and Becker. All 3 of those right there with a flag that's folded. We have a photo. Looks like one of the officers holding a baby, so maybe a relative gave that. We have inside the P here in police, and I'm sorry if you guys can't see this. It's hard to see with the sun's glare, but it says Uncle Isaiah on it with American flag. It's hard to look at this and not let it capture your heart when you see it in person. I know you guys are watching this on YouTube, but seeing it in person, it's kind of gut-wrenching just to see and think about those men who were just going to work, you know, doing their due diligence. Lots of flowers left, lots of letters, and I mean, it just goes on and on. Stuffed animals, flags. There's more too at the front of the police department doors entrance. And as you can probably tell, this is like a brand new facility. The grass has not even grown back, where people are leaving donations and just pouring out their love. A lot of people are just coming here to pay their respects, to tell the officers they love them, to say rest in peace. And there's actually chalk up here that people are using to write on the sidewalk, just, you know, little messages to the officers who are going to return here and to those who lost their lives. So if you do want to come out and just spend some time here, you're welcome to. It's open to the public. We're going to be here talking about healing and unity and the community coming up at 5:30 and 6 o'clock tonight. And then we'll have a recap for you tonight at 10 and 11 as well. But I just wanted to show you, because when you walk up to something like this, it really does strike you and you understand how much it impacts the community and how many people are personally tied to this, whether it's through a best friend's uncle, somebody told me was one of the sergeants who was shot and killed. So many people are tight-knit here, and even more cars are coming in and more people are pulling up to pay their respects. So out of respect for them, I'm going to let you guys go, and we'll see you tonight on the news at 5:30 and 6 for all the latest on the investigation. You can head to our website, cbs21.com. Thanks for joining us for this 21 Next. I'm Candace Felice.